Let's see about the topic Internet. Internet is a global system of interconnected computer network and has several billion users worldwide. It uses cables and fiber optics for their transmission. Internet protocols. Protocols is a set of rules that every machine follow to complete their task. Application layer protocols are HTTP, TLS and DNS. HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocol. It is used to view website through a browser. Transport layer protocols are TCP and UDP. Network layer protocols IPv4, v6. Link layer protocols are Ethernet and wireless LAN. Ethernet and wireless LAN are used for transmission in link layer protocol. Most computers don't directly connect to the internet. Instead, they connect to a smaller network and connected to a internet backbone. Let's see how the internet works. When the user sends a data, the data is sent in the form of huge collection of zeros and ones. The zeros and ones are broken into small pieces called packets. The data packets are sent to the ISP, Internet Service Provider. The Internet Service Provider determines the IP address of every device. From the Internet Service Provider, the data is sent to the router. The router determines the best path for the data packets depending on the speed. The data traffic is also managed through router. Once when the data packets arrive at the destination, the data is reassembled. If the packets contain sequence number, then they are assembled in correct order. Then the data is reassembled. Then the receiver received the data. It explains how the internet works. What is IP address? IP address. In order to communicate across the internet, every computer has unique address called IP address. The original version of IP known as IP4, but rapid growth of internet, all possible address were used. Then the new version is introduced, which is known as IP6. Domain name server. Why domain name server? For us, it is very difficult to remember the phone number of every person. Then we use phone book. Like the same way, in order to access the internet, we always use domain names instead of complex IP address. When the user enters a domain name www.google.com, then the web server sends a domain name request to the ISP DNS server. Then the ISP DNS server gives a corresponding IP address to get the data. Then the local area network and wide area network. Local area network covers small geographical area, whereas wide area network covers large geographical area. Wide area network connects several local area network. Finally, let's see how the internet works when the user enters a domain name. The browser sends a request to the DNS server in order to get the corresponding IP address. After getting the IP address, the browser forwards the request to the data center or server. Once server gets a request to access a particular website, the data flow starts. But the data center is in thousands of miles apart from us, where the data is stored. How does we actually get the data? It is done with the help of optical fibers, which connect between the data center and our device. From the optical fiber, the data is sent to the router in the form of light pulses. From the router, the data is sent to the user in the form of electrical signals with the help of Ethernet cable. In case of using mobile phone, the data is sent to the antenna from the optical fiber. From the antenna, the data is sent to the receiver in the form of electromagnetic waves. Then the user get the information. This simply explain how the internet works. Then we see About cloud computing. What is cloud? Cloud can provide services over network, that is on public network or on private network. Why cloud? Cloud, instead of managing files on a local storage device, cloud computing make it possible to save the large files over the internet, and we can access the files over the internet at any time. Cloud computing is a combination of software and hardware based computing resource, and cloud computing is a delivery of on-demand service over internet. It has two types: one deployment models, other is service model. Deployment models, there are public cloud, private cloud, community cloud, and hybrid cloud are there. Public cloud is similar to the public bus. It is accessible to everyone. We can pay only for resource we use and how long we use. It is public cloud. Private cloud is similar to our own car. We can pay for that whole. Hybrid cloud is similar to the hiring a taxi. We can pay only for our use. Hybrid cloud is a combination of both the public and private cloud. These are the deployment models. Then service models. Service models are SaaS, IaaS, and PaaS. SaaS, software as a service, can install software on the top of it and make it work. PaaS, it provides a platform to program and to upload a program. It also provides a platform for runtime environment for the developers. For IaaS, infrastructure as a service, it is a finished product hosted in the cloud, and we can able to access them over the internet. These are the service models. Applications of cloud computing, we can access the files offline, and it's useful for backup and recovering the data. It is also used for the application development. It is useful for streaming video. These are the some applications of cloud computing. Let's see some advantages of cloud computing. It has improved performance, and it has a unlimited storage capability. It reduced software cost. These are some advantages. And we can pay only for what we use, and no server space record. No, it has no experts record for hardware and software maintenance. It has better data security. These are some advantages of cloud computing. There are some disadvantages. It requires a constant internet connection, and it does not work well with low speed connection. These are some disadvantages. This is cloud computing and how cloud computing works. That's it. Thank you.